Ladies and gentlemen, it is my hope that you had a good night. Otherwise, good morning. Miguna is one person who is very controversial. And if you have listened to Raila Amolo Odinga, Raila has never bothered to respond to Miguna. And not only Miguna, who has been attacking Raila Amolo Odinga, but in most cases, Raila responds. For example, he responds to any time that William Samoei Ruto attacks him. But he has never bothered to respond to his former advisor. And why do you think he has never bothered to react to Miguna, who has not been sparing him? Because Miguna has been attacking everybody. He has not been sparing anybody. And many people thought that William Samoei Ruto would go ahead and appoint him in his cabinet after facilitating his return back to Kenya. And if you look at Raila Amolo Odinga, he has chosen to annoy Miguna by just being silent. But of late, we have had him attacking other leaders like Sonko. Do you think Sonko is going to keep quiet? Sakaja has also been attacked, has not been spared. Babu Owino is another person who has been on the firing line of Miguna. And if you ask me, there are a number of reasons why Kenyans, especially these leaders, do not respond to Miguna. Before we look at those reasons why, in my view, they don't respond to him, it is important you listen to the kind of verbal attack that Raila Amolo Odinga direct to these raiders. Listen to this.
A lot of people are not pleased with the way things are happening. Sakaja is not just a joke, he's a criminal. Sakaja is orchestrating the worst governance disaster in the Republic of Kenya. He is the worst performing governor. Nairobi now is being looted. Imagine Sakaja loots more than Sonko and Kidero combined. It's bad. That's how bad it is. Nairobi is very disorganized. Nairobi is dirty, completely filthy. You know, Kidero was a thief, but Sakaja is stealing more than Kidero. Kidero had a system. Even the revenue collection, you knew who was collecting revenue in Nairobi. Right now, the MCS do not even know the revenue collector because he does it himself. He, according to lawyers who are themselves not clean, Donald Kipkorir and the rest, are saying they get calls to pay them billions so that these guys can get a cut of 50%. So it's that bad. You saw the EACC has arrested a number of his officers that he's been using to steal public funds. There are cases currently before the DPP. They have already left the DCI. The DCI wants Sakaja charged, and we're just waiting. He could be charged any day. He is the worst catastrophe in Nairobi City. Hey. And the problem is that he's not even qualified. He does not even know what he's doing. He's bought homes and property all over the world. Dubai, London, New York, South Africa, public funds. He spends most of his time abroad than he spends in the city of Nairobi. So, and he doesn't even have qualifications to be governor. He does not have a degree. Remember, the Council of University Education said Sakaja's degree was fake. And he had to be helped by UDA to be a candidate. That was the worst mistake they made. So Sakaja should go home and go to committee and eat maharagwe for a very long time. That's my position on Sakaja. Okay. People believe that Sonko was a little bit better than Sakaja, was much better than Sakaja. They're saying you need street smart for you to run the county. You need to have integrity, first of all, to be a leader. Secondly, you need to be competent to be a leader. You need to have a vision. You need to have a plan for the city. Now, these people do not know how to spell plan. They do not know how to spell manifesto. They do not know the meaning of vision. Okay? Sonko basically is a thug, but still better than Sakai. But a thug. He's a ruffian who never went to school. Right? But he's learning in terms of his ability to communicate, his ability to understand. It is much better than it was before. But Sakaya's daftness is opaque, is impenetrable. All right? So Sakaya's problem is multifaceted. Okay. Yeah. A lot of people believe that Babu Owino will be the solution to replace Sakaja. A lot of people are like Babu for governor, Babu for governor. Another thug, another criminal, the man who shot DJ Evolve twice. Everybody was seeing it. I want to find a person who can tell me that they did not see Babu shooting Evolve. Babu is a thug who has committed many crimes before. All right? I mean, drama is not governance. Tiala, Ria is not governance. And that's all he knows. This is a drug dealer, a drug taker. We've seen him. He's taped himself snorting cocaine. This is what you call, you want Nairobi to be the headquarters of cocaine? He stopped. He said he's now How? He's not even taking alcohol. Which rehabilitation center did he attend? We want to see certificate. When he attended and when they said Babu now has graduated from this place and is clean. Can he take my challenge for us to go for a blood test and let our blood be tested so that we can see the state of his blood? Is he ready to do that? He can't. He's not even disciplined. You know, some of these things you can't force. Do you really see Babu sitting in an office from 8 o'clock to 5? Still, just reading. I don't see that. But he's well learned. What? Yes. Babu is learned. Because he has a degree. A couple of them. No, because he... Do you know how Babu got degrees from the University of Nairobi? Yeah. Threats to lecturers. Threats to lecturers. If you don't give him a degree, what is he going to do? And he has killed so many students. They were just scared. So they passed Babu. Babu knows squat about governance. I don't care what his degrees are. But what comes out of his mouth, it has no depth, has no breadth, has no intellectual sophistication for a governor of Nairobi City. So Babu leave out. Tim Wanyonyi has substance. You can't compare it to Babu. So him I would give a little bit of a chance. Although he comes with the wrong party, which messes everybody up. Okay? ODM. Yes. You see, ODM is a machine of looting. You know, Siaya, they looted Homa Bay, they loot everywhere. And because they have to collect revenue for Raila Odinga. Right? Oh, wow.
So, ladies and gentlemen, how would you respond to such a man who deconstructs everything and everyone? I'm looking to that one day that Miguna will deconstruct Rigathi Gachagua and Dede Nyoro. That would be a very, very interesting day. The reason why many leaders do not respond to him is because Miguna is lethal. Miguna is courageous. Miguna is fearless. Miguna shoots from all corners. He fires with all argos. He fires with all cylinders, without mincing words. That is why Raila Amolo Odinga cannot respond to him. That is why people like Babu Owino, I think they cannot also not respond. That is why even Sakaja cannot even dare. Sakaja, I know for sure, cannot even dare. And those adjectives, if you ask me, cannot just come from anyone. The other reason is because if you listen to Miguna Miguna is very abrasive. His language is very, very abrasive. He does not mince words. He does not call a spade a big spoon. And if you listen to him, again, you realize that when you now add the courage and now his abrasive nature and somebody who does not miss in the word, then you see why it is very, very difficult to argue with Miguna. All said and done, if you listen to Miguna, this is a man with sharp minds. This is a man who labors very little, in fact, effortlessly. Doesn't labor in any way. That would be the best description about Miguna. A man who deconstructs others effortlessly. A man full of himself. A man who uses all the negative adjectives to describe his opponents. And I remember the one time he was hosted by Jeff, and he actually deconstructed Esther Passaris. I think up to date, Esther Passaris is still remembering that interview. Again, when you look at Miguna, from all angles, this is a revolutionarist, a man with a revolutionary mind, a man who is radical, a man who spares nobody, a man who fights with almost everyone. And again, I ask you, who can stand in the way of Miguna when it comes to, or who can win a debate if you are paired with Miguna? Because this is a gentleman who actually like dealing with the facts. Most of the things that he say are backed with facts. Most of the things that he say are things that are well thought out. This is a man who says that he's going to vie for the Nairobi gubernatorial position in 2027. And Nairobians is going to trust him. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Because the only person whom he seems to respect is Tim Wanyonyi. I don't know. But if you ask me, Miguna will remain abrasive. Miguna will continue deconstructing some of these leaders. And I think if I were asked, I would like him to be given Nairobi as a governor. And if I were William Samoei, I would put him in the cabinet. I would approach him, give him a docket that maybe I create a ministry that is going to deal with maybe the justice and corruption. Then I give him that ministry to see how he's going to deal with it. Because this is a man who understands the law very well. This is a man grounded on student leadership, activism, and this is a man who took Raila Amolo Odinga to Uhuru Park, and Raila was sworn in. And Miguna has no regrets. This is a man who was deported to a foreign land by Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. What do you think about Miguna? Because Miguna will remain a major topic. Will remain somebody who will not be leaving politics anytime soon. So guys, like this video as usual. Have a blessed day. Till next time. Bye-bye.